Hello students, welcome to CMI's online classes, and this video is for class 8, chapter number 15, some natural phenomena. What do you mean by natural phenomena? Okay, actually it is the natural causes that happens or that we can feel in our earth. Okay, as for example lightning, okay, lightning and thunder. Then we have earthquakes, okay, then volcanoes, tsunamis, even forest fire that can cause naturally. Yes, it's another that due to human negligence also forest fire can be caused. Okay, so we will study different types of natural phenomena that occurs in our earth. Okay, where humans are totally not involved, but due to this phenomena we are affected. Okay, so let's move towards the chapter. So some natural destructive phenomena are cyclones. Okay, recently we have also faced cyclones. Okay, mostly cyclones occurs near the seas. Okay, then we have lightnings during monsoons. We observe or feel lightning and thunder. Earthquakes, that means due to the plate movement of a inside the earth, and due to this also tsunamis can cause. Okay, then lightning and earthquake, even cyclones, they cause lots of damage to human life and property. That means many people get affected. Okay, many people lost their lives. Then the government property is being destructed or damaged. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about lightning. So what is lightning? Actually lightning we just observe during monsoon. Okay, that means some flash of light is seen. It only causes for only few seconds. Then we hear the sound, and due to that also many people get paralyzed or they are burnt. Okay, but it is a natural occurrence. So lightning is streak of bright light and sound caused by electric discharge between clouds and earth, or between different clouds. That means we can say that it occurs due to the electric charge that are mostly found in our atmosphere. Okay, because our atmosphere have water molecules also, we have oxygen also, and they are charged particles. It can either be negative charge or it can be positive charged. Okay, and this lightning is also very much important for few marine animals like electric eel, then stingray. They get the light, they get the energy due to the lightning only. Okay, they store the energy within the body, and if any predators try to touch or try to attack electric eel, we get a shock. Okay, so it is a natural phenomenon. Now let's move towards another natural phenomena, that is an earthquake. Okay, so earthquake is a sudden shaking or trembling of the earth caused by disturbance deep inside the earth crust. That means it is a sudden trembling, okay, which occurs within the ground. That means it usually occurs inside our earth, and we feel it's a trembling on the surface. Actually it has a belt, okay, earthquake belt. It is not occurred everywhere. We will talk about that later. And due to earthquake, many people are affected. Most of their lost their life, even properties are damaged or destroyed, then for recovering also it takes much time, means time consuming and loss to the nation. Okay, then we will move towards some other type of activities, okay, like charging by rubbing, friction. Many of you in your school days, okay, what you do, you just put a scale, okay, or some material and rub it at your head, then you will keep that thing in a attracted towards a piece of paper, okay, that get attracted. It's a not magnetic, but due to friction those things charge itself, okay, and they attract the other material. So some objects can be charged by rubbing with other objects, okay. When objects are rubbed, they attract light objects, like piece of paper. Piece of paper is a light object, and whatever thing is charged, that get attracted to paper. This process is called charging by friction, because we are rubbing it, okay, that means we are making friction. Example, a plastic refill, scale or comb, when rubbed with dry hair, as I told you previously, paper or polythene gets charged and attracts piece of paper, okay. The charges acquired by rubbing are static charge, they do not move. That means the portion which is rubbed, only that part get charged. It's not that whole comb or whole pencil will or whole plastic will be charged. So electric current is the motion of charge through a conductors. We can see a figure here, okay. On the left corner we are just rubbing the pencil with a cloth, okay, and due to this the pencil get charged and act as a magnet. Similarly, we have a comb here, okay. When it is rubbed with dry hair, okay, it attracts piece of paper. You can try at your home also. Then let's move to further for discussing these types of friction. Okay, here look, a balloon, okay. The hair is attracted towards the balloons, okay. We find many things, okay. When we move, sometimes when we move our hand, our hairs, they get, we feel like a shock, not of magnitude higher but small shock, okay. So that is friction. So what causes those attraction? So as I told that every material are charged, okay. That means charge means they can be positive and they can be negative also. So two charged bodies may attract or repel each other. You can have an example of a magnet, okay. When you put two magnets of the similar charge, they will repel, they'll throw, the two magnets will throw itself. But if the magnet position is changed, what will happen? It attracts, okay. That means opposite charge are attracted and similar charge are repelled, okay. So like similar charges repel each other, and unlike dissimilar charges attract each other, okay. You can see here, okay. We have two things, positive charge and positive charge. If positive charge is kept near to positive charge, they will repel, they will throw each other. Similarly, here also if negative is kept, they will also throw, both negative. But if positive and negative is kept closer, they will attract each other. Okay, so this is a simple example of interaction of charges. Then we will move, like charges repel each other, means similar charges repel each other, means they throw itself. Activity. Let's have an activity 1. Inflate 2 balloons and hang them in such a way that they do not touch each other. Rub both the balloons with a piece of woolen cloth. Okay, rub that balloon with a piece of woolen cloth. What will happen? And release them. What will happen? They repel each other. Why they repel each other? Because the material are same, and by which we are rubbing it, that is also same. That means woolen cloth. So obviously they will get a similar charge. That means negative and negative. Okay. Similarly, let's talk about another activity. Rub a plastic refill with polythene. Plastic refill that you can do with your pen refill also, with polythene, and place it in a glass tumbler. A glass tumbler means like a beaker, okay, like a glass, the transparent glass, not with a steel glass. Rub another plastic refill with polythene and bring it near the charged refill. They repel each other. Why they are repelling each other? Because we are using the same material and we are charging it with the same thing. That's why they get the same charged ions. That means if it is negative, another will also get negative charge, and they will throw each other. That means they will repel each other. They will not get attracted. Okay. Then we will move towards another topic, that is unlike charges attract each other. Unlike means negative charge is attracted with positive charge. Okay. So we took an example of the balloon, which is negative charge, and the tumbler. Okay, that means plastic refill. Okay, what will happen? As we already have an activity previously that balloons are negative charge and rubbed with a woolen cloth, they get negative charge ions, and the plastic refill, they get positive charged. Okay, what will happen? They will attract each other. Why they will attract each other? Because we are not taking similar object. They are different objects and they have been charged with different things. That means wooden cloth and plastic refill. Okay, so we can say that like charges repel each other and unlike charges they attract each other. Okay, so here we will take few things. Okay, like charges acquired by different objects. What type of charges is acquired by different objects? A glass rod, that means a glass rod, the rod made up of glass, when rubbed with silk, get positively charged. Okay, it is proved. Okay, you don't have to, we can't see the positively charged atom there, but they are positive charged. Similarly, a plastic rod, not a glass rod, rubbed with fur. Fur means what you can say, like a mat, okay, or the hairs of animals, domestic animals, you can say. When rubbed with fur, the plastic rods get negatively charged. Okay, so different objects acquire different charges when rubbed with the things. Okay, so plastic and fur, okay, gets negatively charged, whereas silk and glass rod gets positively charged. Okay, then we will move to frictional order. Frictional order means as we talked about friction. Friction means to rub. Okay, as for example, you can say friction of road and tire. Okay, friction of rod and tire. We have a tire. All of you have observed tires, and we have rod also. And you can conclude that roads are not smooth. They are somewhat rough. Okay, they are rough. Similarly, the mark of the tire is also rough. Okay, why that is done? To avoid friction. If both the things are smooth, what will happen? They will skid or they will slide. Okay, to reduce the friction, both are made rough. Okay, that means frictional order. So we have wool, flannel, fur, sealing wax, glass, paper, silk. We have hand also. We have rubber. We have amber, ebonite, plastic. So these are all materials. Okay. So when any of these materials are rubbed together, that means if we rub paper with hand, or if you rub silk with hand, or we can rub silk with wool also, or wool with ebonite, or plastic with paper. We can rub anything. So what will happen? The one in the higher order gets positive charged. Okay, and the one in the lower order gets negative charged. Okay, so this is kept in such a order that the above one, like wool, funnel, fur, when rubbed with wool, when rubbed with funnel, fur, glass, paper, silk, they acquire positive charge because they are in higher order. Okay, so a glass rod rubbed with silk, okay, because glass is above than silk, it gets positively charged. An ebonite rod rubbed with fur, ebonite is on the second last class, second last rank. Okay, so when it is rubbed with fur, what will happen? It gets negative charged. It's not that we have to rub both, we have to rub one with another. Okay, so which is higher? That means when we rub wool with plastic, okay, what will happen? The wool will get positive charged ions. Okay, so we can have a simple view here.